Long before the idea of perfect lab-grown babies became a topic of science fiction, royal families practiced inbreeding to ensure pure bloodlines. Marriages between relatives were thought to protect the royal lineage from any tainted blood. But what could go wrong? Quite a lot, as it turns out. Birth defects from inbreeding became common in royal families across the world. From the Habsburg dynasty in Spain to the pharaohs of Egypt, where marriages between siblings were a norm. Believing that marriage with a relative would be stronger than with an outsider, royals overlooked the effects of blood purity, which often weakened their lineage. Today we'll explore the outcomes of such unions and the resulting mutations in royal bloodlines. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and Telegram link in the description. Let's get started. One famous case of royal inbreeding is Charles II of Spain, also known as the Bewitched. He suffered from a jaw deformity called the Habsburg jaw, featuring a large tongue, an underbite, and a protruding jaw. This made it difficult for him to eat and led to excessive drooling. Charles also experienced developmental delays, was breastfed until the age of 5, and never received an education. He was also impotent, and when he died in 1700 without an heir, the Spanish Habsburg line ended. The dynasty practiced so much inbreeding that Charles had one ancestor, Joanna the Mad, appear in his family tree 14 times. Pharaoh Tutankhamun also suffered deformities due to his parents being siblings. DNA analysis of his mummy revealed genetic issues, leading to conditions such as a cleft palate, clubfoot, and scoliosis. Egyptian pharaohs believed in sibling marriages, inspired by the myth of Osiris and Isis, to keep their lineage pure. King George III of England, known for losing the American colonies, is another possible case of inherited disorders affecting his mind. It's believed he had porphyria, a condition causing episodes of madness and giving urine a blue hue. His condition was worsened by bipolar disorder, often forcing him to retreat from his duties. Studies suggest that porphyria was common in his royal Hanoverian family. Queen Maria I of Portugal, known as Maria the Mad, married her uncle and suffered from delusions and obsessive religious visions. Her son John took over as unofficial ruler as her condition deteriorated, leading the family to flee to Brazil during the Napoleonic Wars, where she eventually died in a convent. Queen Joanna I of Castile, or Joanna the Mad, became unexpectedly next in line to inherit the Spanish throne. She was passionately in love with her husband Philip the Handsome, but his infidelity and early death pushed her into severe depression. This tendency towards mental illness likely ran in her royal lineage, which practiced frequent intermarriages. Ludwig II of Bavaria, famous for his castle building and love for fantasy, suffered from the effects of inbreeding within the Wittelsbach family. Detached from reality, he was deposed, and the day after his abdication, his body was found in a lake. Queen Victoria, matriarch of the European royal families, was a carrier of hemophilia. While the disease didn't affect her severely, her descendants weren't as fortunate. Hemophilia spread through royal intermarriages, possibly inherited from Victoria's son, Edward. Ferdinand I of Austria faced many challenges due to inbreeding. He was born with hydrocephalus and epilepsy. These hereditary conditions impacted the Austrian Empire, where marriages between relatives remained common. Cleopatra, the last of the Ptolemaic dynasty, likely struggled with obesity and may not have been the beauty modern depictions suggest. Inbreeding in her family led to numerous health issues, including obesity and deformities. Hawaiian Princess Nahi Nyenaena lost a child conceived with her brother, King Kamehameha III, which many believe was due to inbreeding. She never recovered from this tragedy and passed away shortly after. The peculiarities of royalty often led to tragic consequences, and nobody dared to contradict them. Loyal subjects had to accept these quirks as part of life with their beloved rulers. For now, that's all. Subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for watching.